My name's Kevin O'Keeffe. I work in Ireland, Republic of Ireland. I'm doing it for 20 years. What I find about it is it gives me totally flexible working conditions, which is important to me at this stage of the game. Since COVID, everybody's on Zoom, so it makes it even more flexible. But the reason I'm doing it is, I absolutely love business, getting involved with business and business owners. I believe that small business is the backbone of any community. So the more small businesses to medium-sized businesses that I can help is helping the community. So that's my why. So I just love doing that, researching it, knowing about what's going to work better, which is why I come to conference to do the various things like that. I was qualified as a chartered accountant, went into sales in banking after that, investment banker, working with people like Schroders, Barclays Capital, working primarily in the North Africa, Middle East, up as far as Iran. Basically, understand where business owners are and where they want to go. Business owners are the expert on their business. What I've been taught to be good at over the last 20 years, and I'm still learning to even improve it, is to take them from where they're at to where they want to go. So what I mean by that is some people maybe kind of at my stage of the game want to retire, want to exit the business, so I can help them do that. Others may be that bit younger and may be interested in expanding the business and taking on more companies and having the time to be able to do that. So it varies across the board. So the first step is to understand what the business owner wants to do and what team do they need in place to help them do that. The background I was in was very aggressive, win-lose scenario, investment banking, that sort of thing. Whereas within Action, the approach is, how do we collaborate together to get a better result all around, which was totally different. So it changed my mindset, changed the way I live my life, my own thinking, and it continues to do so. It's gotten a lot better from when I started. The impression I had, and that's probably my own head, was you were kind of given 10 days training, off you go, you'll learn it as you go along. Since COVID in particular, the amount of content, the amount of courses, the amount of stuff that I think Brad wants us to say he's a genius. He's certainly hardworking and he's really pumped up the volume. So I find the support absolutely brilliant from that time on. Okay, there's one that I've got a video testimonial on my website I can kind of go into a bit of detail on. That's Petrochem. They're wholesale suppliers of pumps, flanges, etc. to the pharmaceutical industry when I met them. When I met the owner there, it was back in 2008. People were pulling back on investment. He had a lot of stock overpriced. He had 20 employed and he thought, well, he came to one of my seminars. He said, not really for me, that's more for shops, but he did agree to a meeting. And he said, I got 20 employed, I'm gonna move it back to 15, batten down the hatches, and we'll weather the storm and go again. And I said to him at the time, I said, well, you could do that, or you could expand. Now, he's a big rangy guy. Luckily, there's a big desk between us. He definitely thought about giving me a slap, but he took a deep breath and said, how do we do that? Unfortunately, he passed away a number of years ago. His son took over. I'm coaching the son now as well. This year, they will probably at that time when I met him, his turnover was 8 million, falling back to 7 in the first year we were coaching. This year, the company, we've expanded, will probably do around 55 million, and their profits will be the same as their sales back in the day. Plus they've generated, huge amounts of cash, acquired a lot of property. And my coaching focuses in, again, based on what I've been taught, is on wealth coaching. So generating more cash in your business is just the start. In order to generate wealth, and if you decide you want to have legacy wealth, that's property and shares. For a business owner, you should own your own property that you're working out of as a start. Plus, you should push the pension investments up to whatever the max is from a tax efficient point of view. Those two alone will help build up the wealth. What I find once people get into that, they start acquiring more property. They start understanding how to acquire it to make it profitable. And that's all about wealth. Definitely do your research. Talk to other action coaches like myself. Understand that you're going to need to sell, okay? Like I do training for sales teams and 80% of them have a negative view around sales. So nothing happens in this world without sales. So you are going to be involved in selling. You need to get your mindset right about that. You will get plenty of training on how to do that. Sales is like any other trade or profession. You can learn how to do it, and you can learn how to do it well. It does take time and effort, but you want to be focused on that. You are going to need to do that. You're going to need to present. You need to be happy with that. You need to be happy to be on camera. You need to be happy to standing up in front of people. All of those skills can be learned and will be taught to you. So definitely that's the mindset approach going into it.